Okay, hello everyone! Due to me being a complete noob, this is the third time I've tried to record this particular bit. The first time, my mic was muted for the entire thing. Sad day. The second time, Fraps was being, kind of dumb. Anyway, Talisman, Prologue, yes, this is excellent. My gaming group has enjoyed the Talisman board game for quite some time, and I was really excited to see this in Steam. This Talisman Prologue finished first. It is the training version for Talisman Virtual Edition, I think. Anyway, the real game. Not important. Dragon, fire, awesome. Anyway, click to start. Yes, moving on. Anyone that's familiar with Talisman the board game will immediately be familiar with everything here. We have the warrior class, who is neutral of good, neutral, and evil. He rolls 2 dice in battle instead of 1, as everybody else, and uses the higher attack roll to determine total attack score, and also uses 2 weapons at the same time. There are a number of classes in this game. I'll flip through them right quick so that you can see them. I won't be stopping or going through them all. Just showing you. In the middle here we have stats, strength, craft, fate, gold, and lives. Strength is the physical combat stat. Craft is a magical combat stat. Fate allows you to re-roll die that were, well, complete crap, to be honest. It's a really useful but somewhat rare stat. Gold, of course, allows you to buy things, as gold usually does. And lives are lost and won in, well, lost in combat, won through other means. When you reach 0, you die, you're out. And let's see, we have quests over here. This is the main portion of this prologue, allowing you to do these quests for a number of these characters. The warrior training starts with equipping ourselves with 2 weapons and killing an enemy or creature. So, my total score is 2 thus far, because I actually did the warrior training before when things were being a pain. We can get a total of 3, except for the last here, where we effectively play a game through. So, let's flip through the classes really quick while I get a drink. I'll stop briefly on each one, but probably not long enough to read, so pause if you want. And we're back to the warrior. Being one of the easiest to play, we'll go ahead and do the warrior training to show what the game is like. As you could see, all of these, well, some of these changed as we flipped through the characters, and every character had their own unique set of thingies, passive abilities, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, let's jump into warrior training. Our quest is to search for or purchase a weapon, and then another one, and then kill a thing. So, those who have the board game will be intimately familiar with this particular board. We have the outer region here, separated from the inner region by this river. Apparently impassable, except by a few mechanisms. There's a bridge here with a sentinel. In the middle here, there is a door, which allows access to the inner region. I'm sorry, to the center region. So we have outer, inner, and middle or center. Various characters start on the outside here at different squares. We start here at the tavern as a warrior. As you can see, clicking on a space will give you a description of the space. This particular case, the woods, we draw one card when we land on it. If there's already a card here, we don't draw and instead encounter that card. We have die up here, our stats here. We can click here for our card, which just gives us things we already knew, and our current alignment is here. We are, of course, starting neutral. Our current quest displayed in the bottom here. It is the first turn, and various clickables on the right here for our spells, objects, a maximum of 4 right now, followers, and trophies, which I'm sure we'll get to later. Spells here will not generally be applicable for this particular character because we have a maximum of 0 of them. Adventure cards will come into play quite often. Right now, it is the movement phase, and we roll a die to move. It lights up the squares to which we can move. We already know what this one does. We draw 1 card. If we move here, we can draw 2 cards, and of course we draw up to 2 cards. So let's go there. There is a hobgoblin of strength 3. Its encounter number is 2. It is an enemy monster, and a brutal hobgoblin is stalking this area. It will remain here until it is killed. Now, our strength is 4, its is 3, so I'm pretty comfortable about that. And a magic stream is here. 4 strength points are found here. You may drink at the stream once per visit and increase your strength by taking 1 from the stream. When all 4 have been taken, the stream vanishes. The numbers here indicate the order in which we encounter the cards. Lower numbers first, so we kill this hobgoblin, and then we encounter the magic stream, where we gain a strength. It would be incredibly useful to gain 1 strength before fighting this monster, but I'm not too terribly worried about it. And we're in a fight! As a warrior, we roll 2 die. We have a base strength of 4, it's 3, it'll only roll 1. We got a maximum value, and it did as well. For a 9 versus a 10, we win. We're awesome. Everything's cool. And now we have a trophy. We encounter the magic stream, gaining a strength. It is now 5, and it's turn 2. That was a very productive first turn. When we get up to 7 strength or 7 craft worth of trophies, we can turn them in for 1 point of strength or craft, respectively. It's now movement for the second turn. We get a 4, and we only have 1 gold. So we'll end up going here, but why am I clickable? I can't go there. Oh, to show the current player. Okay. Anyway, here is the village. The 4 corner pieces are special. At the village we can visit the blacksmith to purchase any of these with gold. We only have one, so we can't buy anything. Visit the healer to heal up to our starting life value for 1 gold each. Or visit the mystic and essentially gamble for these. We roll 1 die to become evil, do nothing, become good, gain 1 craft here, or 1 spell which we cannot do. So, I don't really want to do anything there. We will instead go to the woods where we draw 1 card. A storm swept through the region. We miss 1 turn. Since we're the only character here, it doesn't really matter to us. If there were other characters, they would lose a turn if they're out here. If they were in here, or in the center, they would not miss a turn. So we move again after missing our turn, and we can go to either of these draw 1 spaces. So we'll just choose one and draw a card, and it's an axe, our first weapon. It adds 1 to our strength during battle. It'll appear here momentarily. And we may build a raft in the woods or the forest by using the axe from the objects menu. It is an object. There are objects and magic objects. Its subclass is weapon. Excellent! Find another weapon so that you have 2. We are doing quite well this time. I think I'm actually doing better than my previous run through. A draw 1 card, plains, or a draw 1 card, plains. Huh, which should I go to? I don't know. Let's choose one. A bag of gold! Now that we have a bag of gold, and I really like the drawings on the cards. I've liked the original ones as well, but we now have 5 plus 1 and 2 gold. If we open up our objects, bit of tutorial there, you can see the card again and interact with it if you desire. But our base of 5 from our original 4 plus the magic stream here, plus the 1 from our axe brings our total to 6 strength, making us quite strong for this early on. We can go here to the city where we visit the enchantress and gamble. We can be turned into a toad, lose 1 strength, lose 1 craft, gain 1 craft, a strength, or a spell. We can visit the doctor to heal up to 2 lives at the cost of 1 gold each, or visit the alchemist to turn objects into gold at 1 per card. I have made it a personal rule to go here every time it's an option and gamble, because being turned into a toad is sometimes fun. At least interesting, you know. So, we visited the enchantress. Let's roll. We got a 3, and we lose 1 craft. That's disappointing. Now it's giving me the option to reroll because I have 1 fate, and I have little enough as it is, but I will accept the result, sadly. Again, draw 1 card, or draw 1 card. So let's just go to one of them and draw a card. An ogre, strength 5. We are at a combined total of 6. It is 5. A fairly even fight. But we get 1 more die, let's hope. Okay, we can use a fate point to reroll one of these, and I think I actually will, because I want to kill this guy. He is at 9. I only have to roll a 4 or better. And there we are. I now have 0 fate. If I wish to re-roll again, I will be unable. And we have a 5 and a 3. So we can turn these in, because there are 7 combined points here. We will not get change for the 1 over that we have, but I'm okay with that. We now have a 6 base with 1 from items. And let's go here to the fields where we draw 1 card. An ape! Oh good. Strength 3. A savage ape is terrorizing this area. Let's kill it. Roll our die. That's unfortunate. Fortunately, we still beat it because we're quite strong. And now we have our 1 trophy. Excellent. And we re-roll. We can go draw 1 card, which we shall do. Another gold. Quite good. If we go down here, we can in fact buy a sword, which will... Well, that's disappointing. Let's go to the Crags. It is a gamble. We can be attacked by a Spirit Craft 4. We can be lost for 1 turn. We can effectively have nothing happen. Or we can gain a strength. I like gambling. That's pretty sad. So, we are lost. We have no fate, so we can't reroll. And we can go to the church. If you travel here and are evil, you lose a life. If you're neutral, you may heal up to your life value for 1 gold per life. And if we were good, we could heal up to life value for free, or gamble to gain a life or a spell on high values. It's possible for nothing to happen, and that is what we shall do. I want to go over here. I am really disappointed in these low numbers. And we'll go to the draw 1 card. I rather like the little horsey thing. Another gold. We are becoming quite rich. Oh good, a 4. Another draw 1 card space, which we shall do. A pixie follower. You need not roll the die in the forest unless you wish to. If you choose to roll, you must accept. And we can evade creatures in the woods. This is a follower. They, of course, will follow us. We can choose to leave them here or pick them up. I shall do so. You don't particularly have a maximum of followers. It is sometimes good, of course, simply to deny them to others. Another draw 1 card. A helmet. Quite good. If you're defeated in battle and lose a life, roll 1 die. On a 6, it's effectively a standoff instead of a loss. I'm trying to get here, and we got another 2. As you can see, the sentinel lights up if we go to this square because we have to fight it. It is a strength 9 creature, quite strong, and I don't particularly want to fight it. So, let's go here, a wolf, an enemy animal of strength 2. This will be quite easy for us. In fact, if we roll a 1 with our 7, that's an 8. If they get a 6, their highest, that puts them at an 8. We can only stand off here. We cannot lose. Double 2s. Okay, so we got a 9. It gets a 7. We handily defeat it. And there we go. How much in trophies do I have? 5. On my next trophy, I should be able to turn it in for another point. And we can go here to the village and purchase a sword. We could purchase an axe, but it's more expensive and I get no benefit from it. So, let us go. The armor is much like the helmet, except it's a 4, 5, or 6. Oh, it's not circular. Okay, my bad. The shield, very similar to the helmet, except a 5 or a 6. So, helmet, then shield, then armor. And they are, of course, expensive, as one would expect. The sword adds 1 to our strength, as does the axe. The axe, of course, allowing us to build a raft, which I never do. Let's just buy a sword. Now, all we need to do is kill a strength-based enemy or creature. I want to land on this again. Sadly, I did not. But we can go here and draw 1 card. Hope it is an enemy. No, it is a follower unicorn. It will add 1 to our strength and to our craft. This is one of the best followers. Certainly better than the pixie. Let's move along to a draw 1 card, where we will draw 1 card. A serpent, a strength 4. We're at 9. I don't think we can actually lose to it. Yes, we can only stand off, so we certainly will not. We more than doubled its score, and there we are. We have learned the intricacies of using 2 weapons in battle. Well done. Again, we took 20 turns. That's exactly the number I took last time. That's somewhat disappointing, but it brought our total score up to 4. We want 3. However, that didn't happen this time. So, that's the Talisman Prologue, the training for Talisman Virtual Edition, which I really want to get some people into to play, like for reals, because I think that would be awesome. We loved playing the board game, and I don't know, I might do some more of these characters just to show various styles of play. I think perhaps the druid is quite nice. The wizard is a different style of play, more focused on craft. So, I hope to see you next time, whether we are doing more Talisman Prologue training or attempting to play games of Talisman in the digital edition. So, goodbye for now.